Namaste. My name is Lacey, and I invite you to join me in this practice today, our first video recording for 2021. My intention for this practice is for us all to move mindfully and to set an intention through our energy of our movement and of our conscious breathing, and to be gentle but with awareness, and to set a lovely intention for this year, and let's channel our energy to allow that to come to fruition. So with that, I'd like to begin with a gentle breath practice to open our session today. So with that, I'd like you to please sit comfortably in your chair, close your eyes. If you'd like, you can place your hands on your low belly or just let them rest comfortably on your lap. Bring your shoulders down away from your ears. Let the crown of your head rise toward the ceiling. Feel your hips press gently into your seat. Feel all four sides of your waist, the front, the back, and both sides of your midsection lifting up as you feel your spine tall and lifted. Feel your feet rooted either on the floor, or they can be on a block or a blanket. Be comfortable, yet be aware, and assert this posture in your chair for our breath practice. Again, don't push through any discomfort. Challenge yourself mindfully, but we're going to explore some gentle lung expansion and explore the range of breath with consciousness. And with that, I invite you to exhale and gently pull the belly button back toward your spine. And let's begin on an inhale, filling the belly. I'll be in a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that breath momentarily. Now take an extra sip of air, and then exhale completely and slowly for that same count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Just like that. That will be our pattern, our rhythm for our breath. If that count is too long, please shorten it to accommodate where you are right now. Or if it's too short, go ahead and elongate that breath. Make the practice work for you. Let's begin again. Inhale, fill the belly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it momentarily and take an extra sip. And then exhale gently, slowly through the nose, pulling the belly back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Few more rounds just like that. Inhale through the nose, filling the belly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it momentarily through the nose. Inhale gently, an extra sip. And then exhale completely, gently, pulling the belly back toward the spine. 3, 2, 1. Let's do 2 more rounds. Inhale, fill the belly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Extra sip. And then through the nose, pull the belly back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Last round. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your sip. And then exhale gently, slowly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your breath. Return to your normal, gentle rhythm of breathing. Notice how you feel with that brief, yet very focused awareness upon your breath. Exploring the lungs gently, but being, of course, mindful and careful of where we are at all times throughout our practice. Gently blinking your eyes open, noticing how you feel. If you need to, maybe move your jaw side to side. Maybe we held a little tension there. I tend to sometimes. Draw the shoulders down even more away from your ears and turn your chin shoulder to shoulder. So, like all of my practices, I invite you to please make it tailored for yourself. From time to time, our energy levels wane even throughout a practice. So if you feel a little low energy, or if you have any specific limitations, of course, never push through pain. Every sequence I offer you is a suggestion. So please be very mindful. If something just doesn't feel right, then don't do it. And just focus on your breath and some gentle movement that does work for you. With that, we're going to use a block for our practice today for our standing movement, and actually for our opening seated movement as well. Now, if you don't have a yoga block, you can use a very firm pillow or cushion. That would work. Just something that is a little bit more dense, that's not too heavy, and that you can press your hands into and be able to lift that gently up and away from you. So with that, I'd like you to draw your shoulders up towards your ears. Now, this is exactly what we do not want during our practice. And then exhale, draw them down. One more time. Shoulders up to the ears, and then draw them down. So this exaggerated movement helps us focus on drawing the shoulders down, noticing the difference, how we get more space and length in our neck as the shoulders come down away, really allowing for that lengthening effect. Now from here, with your block or your cushion in your lap, gently place your hands either on it, either they're stacked on top of each other, or you're just holding your block or your cushion. And I'd like you to once again close your eyes. And I want you to focus on the gentleness of your breath. Now that you've already had a focused breath practice, can you feel just the slight deepening of your inhales and exhales? Keeping those shoulders down away from your ears, and again, reasserting a beautiful tall spine. I'd like you to imagine an intention, bringing that image to your mind, a very positive, even if it's not specific, bring some beautiful positive image, maybe a memory, to the forefront of your mind, and feel the joy, the beauty of that. I want you to begin this movement practice of focusing on a positive goal, intention, emotion, or feeling throughout this practice. Noticing your breath, calming your heart rate, your pulse. And notice that as you focus upon this very pleasant, beautiful image that brings you joy, how it can feel lightening in an effect. Lightening not just your mood, but about your energy. And I'd like you to focus upon that, especially when your challenge comes to you through a practice in a movement, or maybe even later after this practice today, throughout your day. Let the power of your mind have control over a stressful situation. Change your mindset and help focus your thoughts and your energy into creating a very beautiful, fruitful outcome. And it may be for yourself, for a situation, for a loved one, a friend, and especially a pertinent global situation. So let's begin this practice and this year with that mindset and carry it through. Bringing your hands to Namaste prayer position at the heart. Take a deep breath in here, feeling your thumbs gently press into your heart center. And then exhale, gently once again blinking your eyes open. Now let's hold on to our block or our cushion. And then once again, reassessing shoulders down away from the ears. I'd like you to take your block into the palms of your hands so that you can feel the heel of your hand and also the mound of your index and pinky finger pressing into there. So I want you to be able to wiggle your fingers so you can feel that they have some life in them, that they don't feel too frozen or stiff, and that your thumbs are gently just resting against the sides of your block or your cushion. Extend your arms fully away from you. So I'm going to turn gently so you can see that my arms are completely extended. My shoulders are coming down away from my ears. So you're just at about a shoulder height, but I want your elbows to be straight. Can you really press into your block? Now, again, proper posture in our chair, lifting up all four sides of your waist. The belly is strong. As you exhale, you feel your belly button come in towards your backbone, towards your spine. From here, we're going to inhale and just take your block about 45 degrees, maybe just a little bit higher, maybe not as high as my block, but comfortably draw your shoulders down. Keep the extension of your arms and maybe focus your gaze upon your object, your block or your cushion, and continue to press mindfully into that block. Can you feel your biceps and your triceps, your outer upper arm muscles turning on? Can you feel that engagement? These are the muscles we'll be using in our puppy dog, as well as some other standing poses. From here, take another breath in, and then exhale gently, slowly. Lower those arms down. Continue to press into that block. Set that down into your lap. Roll your shoulders up this time, up towards your ears, and roll them back. And then switch that direction, rolling the shoulders up and down. So even though that's a very simple, light object you have in your hands, keeping that energy, that engagement of those muscles of the arms to extend and really focus on pressing into that object can really be some work. So with that, remembering to keep our shoulders down so our neck feels okay. In fact, check your neck side to side, chin shoulder to shoulder, to make sure you still have that freedom in the neck. And now from here, once again, we're going to take that block in front. Now, if you have a limitation and your shoulders are not really at a great range of motion, again, be where you are, friends. If you have a limitation, then stay here, or just go. If this is your maximum, perfect. Engage those shoulders down away from the ears, a plug-in effect, as I like to call it. And then from here, if you can, lift your block up higher. Now this time, really focus on drawing the shoulders down, checking to make sure you can move that neck freely. If you cannot, and those shoulders are hurting, again, never push through pain. Maybe take the arms a little bit more forward. This is fine, again, as long as those elbows are straight. But if you can begin to frame your biceps with your ears, beautiful. Fingertips are reaching toward the ceiling. Think of this as our Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing hands. We will get to that in our salutations. Breathe in here. Feel the extension of your waist. Yep, that's your core engagement now. And then exhale. Gently, slowly lower that back down. Simple movements, friend. Your energy and your awareness really bring about that engagement. So we're turning on muscles gently, and again with awareness, super important. So friends, let's begin our standing sequence of sun salutations. Coming to standing, I'm going to keep my block nearby, and I'm going to turn my chair seat to face me. Now, if you have limitations, especially with your back, I encourage you to turn your chair around and work with your hands on the chair back. But if you're good to go and following me, I'm going to take my chair just a little bit more forward, and I'm going to face my chair seat. So as I stand here, I want you to feel your feet parallel. They are maybe feeling a little pigeon-toed, because we tend to have one foot turned out when we walk or throughout our day, and that's very normal. But in order to keep proper healthy knee alignment and to keep those joints happy, we always want to have our knees facing our toes. So we want to have that proper parallel posture. Press down through your feet, and especially through the mound of your inner and outer heel and inner and outer ball of your foot. So like our hands, where we pressed our heel of our hand and our knuckles into that block, I want you to imagine that with your feet, those same areas pressing down into the floor. And you'll feel, even as your toes flare, the inner arches lift. I want you to feel your pelvis lifting up, but not too much so that you have too much of an erasing of that curve, if you will. We want the natural curve of our spine, but we don't want to go too much forward. We want to have a beautiful, I like to call the Goldilocks effect, of right in the middle of our neutral pelvis. So again, feeling neutral pelvis, belly button in towards your spine. As you exhale, feeling the lift throughout this beautiful tall spine. Your crown is rising to the ceiling, but your chin is parallel to the floor. So as you feel those shoulders come down away from the ears, this is Tadasana, friends, mountain pose. Facing your chair, we will begin our sun salutations. 2 rounds of arms only. This is Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing hands. Bringing our arms up toward the ceiling, shoulders down away from the ears, fingertips reach. Exhale, turn the palms out, bring them back to your sides. Beautiful. One more time, arms only. If those arms need to be a little bit more forward still, if those shoulders are tight or they're just not very happy going super straight toward the ceiling, then work with it and just bring them more forward. Again, all that's important is that elbow is straight and not bent. Here we go, adding on half salutations, coming into cat-cow series with our chair. Exhale, begin to hinge at your hips, bend into your knees gently, and bring your hands to your chair seat. Let your head hang. I want you to think of it like a palm frond or fruit on a tree, just hanging there. And if you like, sway side to side with the hips, work out any tension you may have, maybe pedal the knees side to side. Let it be a very natural, almost automatic movement that your body wants to move into. Let your body be your teacher with these natural releases of tension. And then taking your shoulders and elbow and wrist alignment, keeping your shoulders right over the wrist. Your arms do not move once they are set in this alignment. And your hips are directly over your heels. So I want you to feel that beautiful alignment here, a very strong structure, so that we are not moving anything except our spine when we round up for cat. Feel your belly on the inhale here. And then as you exhale, your belly pulls in. And again, your arms do not move. Your spine and your head and your tailbone, I'm going to move my hand, your tailbone is moving back away and your crown is moving opposite, moving forward as you extend your spine. We're going to do that 2 more times. Cat-cow, rounding up for cat. Feeling the breath of your movement. Exhale, your belly pulls up and in. As you extend, gaze forward, tailbone and crown of the head move away from each other. 1 more time, rounding up. Think of a Halloween scaredy cat, rounding up when a cat gets scared. Into that mid-back. This is flexion of your spine. Exhale, draw the chest through your arms. Again, the arms and the legs do not move. It is just the axis of the spine and your head lifting and lowering. From here, bend your elbows. Now bend your knees and then press down through your heels and lift up. Feeling again your low belly lifting up as your arms lift. And then exhale, turn your arms out. Beautiful, coming down to the sides. We're going to do that 1 more time. Not as many holds. We're going to go through that half salutation again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Linking your breath to your movement. Shoulders come down away from the ears. Exhale. Think of diving off of a cliff. Pull the hips back. Gentle bend into the knees to protect that low back. Let your head hang. Rounding up for your cat. Inhale here. Exhale. Pull the chest through the arms gently. Feel your collarbones start to broaden and spread as you gaze forward. 2 more times. Rounding. Again, your breath links your movement. Exhale, pull the chest through those strong straight arms. That alignment stays throughout this course. Inhale 1 more time. Exhale, gently pulling the chest through, bending the elbows, coming up to standing once again. Press through your heels. Notice that difference. Inhaling those arms up, and then exhale, drawing the arms down to the sides. Beautiful. Rolling out the shoulders and the arms. Let's take our hands to our low back. And then draw your elbows back, like a friend was pulling your elbows back behind you. And I want you to either make fists or you can support your back with your hands. And as you're pulling those elbows back, gently lean back into your hands or your fists. Or if that lean is a little bit too extreme and uncomfortable, keep standing just in that beautiful posture and just feel your elbows pull back and just feel that gentle opening across your chest. This is a gentle standing cobra pose where we feel a nice extension in our spine. Again, those of you who want more of that back extension, maybe leaning back, if that is accommodating for you, go for it. Take another breath in here. And now as you inhale, you're going to press forward. Beautiful. Taking the hands down, shaking it out. And now from here, We're going to begin once again in our sun salutations, adding on with puppy dog and the option for plank. Here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, pull the hips back. Let your hands come to the chair seat. Rounding up for cat. We're going to do 2 rounds of cat-cow here. Exhale, pull the chest through. Again, making sure of your alignment, hips over heels, shoulders over the wrists. One more time, rounding. Let that head hang. Let it feel really comfortable in letting it just hang. Freedom in that neck. And then from here, either foot steps back one at a time. And you're going to bend your knees a lot. Pull your hips, your bum back toward the sky, toward the ceiling. You're going to straighten your arms and let your head hang in between your arms for our opening puppy dog. Now, I'm going to move my head and look forward. Listen to the sound of my voice. Keep bending your knees. Don't battle your low back or your tight hamstrings. Just like you practice with your block in your hands for our seated opening. I want you to imagine that block once again, but with your chair seat. Press the mound of your index and pinky finger into your chair, and as well as the heel of your hand. And I want you to feel your shoulders roll out away from your ears, and also feel those muscles of your arms, your triceps, your outer upper arms, and then your biceps. We all know that when we flex our arm and we see that bicep muscle, you can feel that turn on as you press through the mound of your index fingers. Letting your head hang. Maybe you can check moving it side to side like you're saying no, and then move it yes. Again, your feet can be wider than hips distance. I suggest it, especially if you have tightness in hamstrings or your low back. Take another breath in here. Now as you exhale, feel your belly pulling back towards your hips. As you inhale, lift your head. Look forward to your chair. Walk to your chair seat gently. Setting up for 1 round of cat-cow. Inhale, round here. Exhale, pull the chest through gently, gazing forward. One more time for cat-cow, just to get some more movement in that spine. Friends, a lot of sitting for this extended period of time makes it really, really tight in our backs, getting some space in our vertebrae. So we're trying to work some of that tension out. Bend the elbows, press down through your feet, lifting up. I'm sure I don't have to tell you about all the tightness. I experience it as well. Exhale, bring the arms down, roll the shoulders out. One more time, let's come into that standing cobra. Again, be comfortable with where you're at. Don't feel as if you need to lean back all the way. If you're good here, make fists and just pull those arms back and just feel that expansion across the chest. That should feel beautiful right there. And then you can look up if that feels right for your neck. And your neck will tell you if that's okay or not. Or if you'd like to really support your back with your hands and feel a nice lean, I want you to feel as if you're lifting up. Think like a pole vaulter going over that bar, lifting up, pulling those elbows back, and then feeling that throat open too as you gaze up. Take a breath in here, wherever you're at. And then as you inhale, roll the shoulders forward, shake that out. We're going to continue on with this opening sun salutation, adding on with plank. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold to your chair. You're going to take your hands to your chair, roll, round up for cat. Exhale for cow. One more time for your cat pose. Breathe into that, fill the belly. Exhale, belly pulls up, and you can feel that extension of the spine. Stepping back into our puppy dog. Either foot leads you in that movement, pulling the hips up and back as you push away with your arms. Again, bending the knees, making sure that even though your feet may be wide, that you cannot see your heels turned out or in. That your heels are in direct line towards your toes. So you can feel that beautiful parallel nature of the feet so that when the knees bend, again, that alignment of them tracking forward to keep your joints happy. Now, bending the knees, keep bending the knees, pedaling them. Maybe you want to look side to side. When you've worked out any of that tension, once again, come to stillness and take 2 breaths in here. On your next exhale, feel your belly pull back towards your hips. Inhale, gaze forward. This is an option for those of you who'd like to come into plank, or you're going to walk to your chair and continue with cat-cow. Those of you in plank, now we're going to, once again, come into that alignment of shoulder over wrists, but we want to make sure we're pulling our chest through our arms. Press back through your legs, back through your heels. Think of a wooden plank, as strong as a board, and lower the hips a little bit, but pull the belly up. Imagine zipping up your tightest pair of pants, pull up on that belly, chest is broad. Take another breath in here. Beautiful. As you inhale, lift your hips, walk forward to your chair seat. Here we go. We're all meeting up in cat-cow, 2 rounds. Inhale, round up. Exhale for cow. One more time. Feel each time as you round up that the spine feels as if it's getting higher in that rounding motion for flexion. Exhale, pull the chest through, gaze forward, and then feel that those 2 points of the crown of your head and your tailbone are moving as far apart away from each other. From here, bend the elbows coming up. And then exhale, bringing the arms down. We're going to do that one more time, friends. So again, coming through complete sun salutations for a full warm-up for our standing poses for the new year. Here we go. Inhale. Last round of sun salutations. Again, make them work for you. Exhale. Maybe you do more cat-cows and you're skipping the plank. That's perfectly fine. Inhale, rounding up. Take the break when you need it. I'm always here for you, friends. You know this is available for you 24/7. Inhale, rounding up. So there's no need to get it all in one practice. Tailor make your practice for you. From here, stepping back into puppy dog. Remember, bend those knees. Feet are parallel even though they're wider. Push with the arms, making sure they're straight, but those knees bend, and then you help pull those hips up and back. Think of that trapeze under that low belly, pulling it up and back toward the ceiling. Let your head hang in between your arms. Now really roll those shoulders out away from the ears. We want to decrease the tension in the neck. You should feel freedom in your neck to move it side to side like no, or shake it forward and back, yes. Pedal the knees once again. Sometimes it's hard to hold this pose if you feel like you need to release some tension or some movement. So do that and then find your stillness in puppy dog. Take another breath in here. Now, once again, you can hold this or come with me into plank pose. You're going to inhale, look forward, and then we're going to, once again, use your legs for plank. It's a lower body exercise focusing on core, your belly. Pull your pubic bone up, lower the hips, and press back through your legs. Your heels are lifted, and you're pushing back through the entirety of your legs, all the way through your feet. Pull your chest through your arms. Gaze forward. Take another breath in here. Beautiful work. Inhale, lifting the hips. We're all going to walk forward, meeting up into our final cat-cow. Inhale, round up. Exhale, cow. We're going to do that one more time for good measure, rounding up. Can't get enough cat-cows, friends, whether it's the morning, the evening, on your lunchtime break. Here we go. Bending the elbows. Let's lift up through Urdhva Hastasana. Let's take the hands together in Namaste. Draw them through your heart center. Rest your thumbs gently against your breastbone, your sternum. Close your eyes momentarily. Shoulders down away from the ears. Unclench your jaw. And try to release any tension. May I remind you to bring your intention that you set at the beginning of this practice back to mind. Calm your heart, your breath. Take a break if you need it, friends. There is a pause button for a reason. And in life, think of the times that the breath helps become your pause button. One more breath in here. And then exhale gently. Lower the arms, open the eyes. And now we're going to come to our standing series. So friends, this is where we will need our block. I'm going to keep it on my chair seat. And we are going to come into our Warrior One neutral pose stances. So with that, just as we had practiced with our feet parallel. I'm going to face you so you can really focus on drawing those feet as parallel as possible. That when you flare your toes once again in Tadasana, you can feel the energy rising up your legs. So even though we will be in a stance of separating our legs, I want you to still keep this alignment of that hip distance so that even when your legs are separated and they're in a long stance, that you have that distance of your feet, that they're not on the same tightrope, and that you can feel that foundation of your feet so that your legs can support you when they're active. So with that, we're going to face our chair once again, feet parallel. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale. Once again, cascade. Pull your hips back. We're going to take our hands to our chair seat. Now, once again, there's no reason why you can't continue to use the back of your chair for the standing section. What we're going to do is take our right toes under the chair, and we're going to take our left foot back. Now, once again, look down at your feet. Turn your left toes out 45 degrees. And then as you bring your front knee right over that heel, I want you to look at your feet and make sure they are not on a tightrope, that your feet still have that hip distance. Look at your heels and make sure they're not on the same line. This is how we keep a good, solid foundation and you don't feel unstable. Now from here, friends, you know you can stay here with these poses, even though I come and lift up, or you can take your time coming up into Warrior One. So with that, we're going to take our hands to our front thigh. If you're ready to go all the way up into full Warrior One, go for it. Pull this right hip back. Think of your hips facing directly forward to your chair. All four sides of your waist are lifting, and that back leg is straight and strong. Beautiful. Inhale. Lift those arms up for Warrior One. Now, just like Urdhva Hastasana, our shoulders come down away from our ears. Our fingertips reach the ceiling. It's a bread and butter pose, friends, but you almost can't do it enough just to feel as if there's something to always refine in this pose. There's no such thing as perfection, friends. You're already there. You're exactly where you need to be. Take a breath in here, but really exploring the techniques of the pose. As you exhale, you're coming into a goalpost cactus arrangement with those arms. Again, this is yogi's choice. Just like you did, anchor through that back leg, and if you want more of that back extension, you can go for it. If you're ready, if your body can accommodate that, inhale one more time, our arms coming up. Beautiful. Exhale, hands come down to the chair seat. You're going to take that front foot back into puppy dog. Pedal it out, shake it out. So friends, if at any point you need to modify and not go through all of those arm variations, perfectly fine. Make it your own practice, friends. Maybe another time you'll tackle one of those those variations. It doesn't matter. Breathe in here. And now once again on your inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. You're going to step your left toes underneath your chair, and we're going to set it up. So since you came from puppy dog, your feet should be at that correct distance to make sure that your Warrior One foundation is exact. So that means you have the heels on a railroad track alignment, if you will, that your front knee bends right over that heel. Now, as you begin to come up and that back leg is straight, I want you to keep pulling this left hip back so that your hip bones are facing straight ahead, just like headlights on a car. And then again, if you need to take your time, place a hand on a block here or on your front thigh, and then begin to lift the chest and the heart. Awesome. Or if you'd like to come into full Warrior One, join me. Arms reach, settle those shoulders down, and breathe. Remember, the challenge of a pose is when we change our mindset. We breathe and we think of our intention and see how that helps you power through your challenge. Take another breath in here. Option to come into our cactus, our goalpost arms. I want you to feel, even though I'm turning toward you, to see this orientation. That even though your chest is opening and you're feeling that openness of the collarbones, that your shoulder blades behind you, your angel wings, are coming together as you squeeze them together. Take another breath in here. You're going to inhale, take those arms up, reaching them up, and then from here, once again, coming down. That's our first round of our standing poses. You're going to take that foot back, come into puppy dog. Now remember, friends, if you want to ditch the chair and come into full downward facing dog at a certain point during this practice. Welcome, go for it, but only if you're ready. You could push that chair away or put the hands on the floor and go into down dog when you feel appropriately warmed up and your body is ready. For those of you that are still just hanging with me, take another breath in here. And then we're going to inhale, look up toward our chair. This time, right foot goes under the chair. Right toes, that is. We turn our back toes out, bring that front knee right over the heel, and this time we're going to be using our block. So, coming up, hold that block. In fact, just keep your hands in that block on the seat. I have it like on a medium height. And I'm going to use that to help adjust my hip back. So it's kind of hard to see, but I'm pulling my right hip back. I'm drawing my shoulders down away from my ears. I'm really pressing through my back, strong straight leg. And then from here, I'm going to take my block. If you're ready, friends, take your block into your hands just like we practice with our opening. Shoulders down away from the ears. Make sure you can move your chin shoulder to shoulder. And now from here, if you're ready, squeeze into that block, turn the bicep and tricep on, and inhale, lift that block up. Now, if you're good here and your shoulders do not want to go any higher because they hurt, don't go through that. Keep it parallel, shoulder height. But if you're ready to go up 45 degrees and gaze at your block, awesome. Shoulders down. Now, how's that front knee? Did it back out? Yup, settle back in. Don't be like your teacher. Lift your arms up. Now, if you'd like, lift that block up even more and frame the biceps with the ears, but can you keep pressing into that block? Ooh, that's the challenge. And then can you draw the shoulders down? It's like pat your head, rub your belly at the same time. Take another breath in here. Exhale, lowering that block down. Beautiful. That is strong stuff, friends. We're going to take that now, back foot forward. I know, I mixed it up on you. You're going to pedal those knees. You're going to come into a cat-cow here instead of a puppy dog, rounding up. Exhale for your cow. And now you're going to switch, take your right foot back, keeping the left toes under your chair. Line it up, you know where we're going. We're just switching sides here. We just took a quicker transition, if you will. Now, if you needed that puppy dog and you're not ready, pause button, friends. Here we go. That's what it's for. Pull that left hip back. Ready for your block? Make that adjustment. Ready? In the hands to extend. Really press. Now, do you realize how those are the same arm muscles we work for downward or puppy dog and downward facing dog? Lifting up when you're ready. Inhale here. Again, shoulders down. Chest lifts. Back leg straight and strong. Can you keep that front knee right over the heel? Perfect 90-degree angle. If you can, friends, if it's available to you, take the arms up, but keep pressing into the block. Ooh, yes. Major coordination, major strength, awareness, engagement, all of it. Take a breath in here. Beautiful. Exhale, lowering that back down. Welcome 2021, friends. Now we're taking that foot back into puppy dog. Ooh. Beautiful. Notice how each time the release feels bigger in a sense. Releasing the tension. And if you'd like, you can take one hand to the outside of the opposite shin. So I'm taking my right hand to the outside of my left leg. Or if that's not available, you take it to the outside of that hip or that thigh. And then look underneath your left arm. Breathe in here. Can you move that shoulder blade down the back though? Yeah. So we're trying to get maximum length in the neck. Switching hands if you're in that twist. If you're just in puppy dog, enjoy it. Enjoy puppy. Keep breathing into it. Feel the strength of your belly, the core. Can you keep pulling your hips back? If you're in your twist, you're gazing underneath that right arm. Move that shoulder blade down the back. Take another breath in here. If you had that twist, take your hand back to the seat. We're going to inhale, gaze forward. Walk to our chair seat. And then this time, rounding for cat. Exhale for cow. Bending the elbows, pressing up. And then exhale, pulling it back down. All right, friends, so third round is the charm, if we will. Block once again. We're going to come into Warrior One once again and engage a twist. So friends, take it a step at a time. Be where you are. Again, catch your breath if you need to. Maybe you need to take a break. It's all good. So from here, Tadasana, once again, mountain pose. Coming back to that pose of recalibration is what I like to call it. Facing your chair seat. Here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive off that cliff, proverbially. Bring your hands to the chair seat. We're going to round up for cat. I know we're starting this off with a mini cat-cow. We're going to keep our front right toes underneath the chair. You're going to take your left foot back, turn it out at a 45-degree angle. Here we go. Super familiar now with our third series of our Warrior One. Front knee over that heel. Keep pulling that right hip back. Going to use the block one more time here. So coming back up, can you draw the shoulders down? Can you lift the heart? And now from here, once again, when you're ready, take the block into your hands. Gaze at it. We're going to keep the block parallel, keeping it at shoulder height. Arms are straight. Press into your block. Those are your puppy dog arms. How's that knee? Keep it right over that heel. And now here you go. We're going to come into our twist. So we're going to twist toward our right thigh. So I'm going to turn away from you. I'm going to take the block into my right hand. And then from here, I'm going to keep my left arm forward. I'm going to open my right arm out and take my block behind me. Now, again, if your shoulders are cranky or you have a limitation, stay within your range of motion safely. Maybe you don't open up all the way. So you maintain the work in the legs and the lift of the core. Those of you who are ready, you can gaze back at your block, holding that block, keeping your arms parallel, shoulder height. That's really difficult. So we work on that technique. Again, be where you are. Don't sink out of that front knee. Get back into it. Press more through that back thigh. Take another breath in here. Beautiful work, friends. And now you're going to exhale. Take that forward. Hold the block once again. Oh, I know. This is the final juicing. Lift that block up. If you can take it all the way up overhead, this is your big challenge, friends. Take another breath. Exhale. Take that block down. Oh, yeah. We're taking that front foot back and coming into puppy dog. Woo, yes. Now you may really want to pedal those knees. That was big. Big pose, friends. Excellent work. Let your head hang. Roll the shoulders out. Oh, I know. If you're like me, your right thigh is like in your right hip. You're like, what is that? Hi, 2021. Welcome. We're here. It's going to be a better year, friends. Put that out there. Breathe through it. Take another beautiful deep inhale here. Exhale, feel your hips pulling back. Inhale, gaze forward. So here we go, friends. We're going to take left foot forward this time. We're going to get right into our standing pose. Last one, this side. Here we go. Knee over the heel, back leg straight and strong. Those toes are turned out. Remember, you want to have those feet on railroad tracks in a sense. The heels are not in the same line. As you come up, those of you who are ready, grab your block, set it up, but keep that left hip back. Here we go. You know where we're going. Block in front, shoulder height. Really get those shoulders down away from your ears. Check the chin, shoulder to shoulder. If you're good to go, you're going to breathe in here. Beautiful. Press into that block. And now you know where we're going. We're going to twist to the left thigh. So I'm going to open up to you. I'm going to hold the block in my left hand. I'm going to keep that right arm forward like I'm shaking someone's hand. Now I'm going to open the block out. Now here's the deal. We tend to straighten the leg, settle into it, and then shoulder down. Ooh. Gaze at that block if you can. Now, friends, if you have a shoulder issue, please don't push through pain. This is not at all what yoga is about. Yoga is about challenge. It's about mindfulness. It's about awareness. There is nothing to be gained by pushing through a limitation. We all have them. Be where you are and breathe. Gaze at that block. Keep the shoulders down. I know. How's the belly? Lift it up. Take another breath in here. Beautiful. You're going to inhale. Bring that forward. Oh, yeah. If you can, friends, you're going to come with me. This is it. Breathe through it. Remember your intention. Change your mindset. You can face a challenge. We all lived through a crazy year. You made it this far. Believe in your resilience and your strength. Take another breath in here. Exhale. And now, final puppy dog of this series. Take that foot back. Oh goodness. Pedal the knees. Now I want you to really feel, maybe those hips go back even further. That bum goes all the way up toward the ceiling if you can. I know that's the image I want you to have. That's pulling up and back. And that your arms are pushing. They are strong and straight. Shoulders rolling out so your neck is not tense. You're going to breathe in here. Feeling the belly strong. Let your head hang. Take another breath in here. Now as you inhale, gazing forward, you're going to look forward to your chair seat. You're going to step forward. I am going to turn my chair around to face you so you can see what I'm demoing. So stay where you are. Widen your feet. Widen your feet as much as you can. Now you can have a bend in your knees, but I want your feet to be, again, parallel. They're just wide. So your toes are facing forward. Your toes are not turned out. Not like this. Bring them in. Exactly. So this is where we're at. Your block is still on your chair for a reason. So we can come into this nice forward fold. It's a wide leg forward fold, our version of Prasarita Padottanasana. So your block is going to be at the height that you need it to be. Maybe you don't need it. Maybe just use your chair. For those of you that can do a full forward fold in this stance, you're just going to have your hands come to your shins or your ankles. For those of you that are like, oh heck to the no, you're going to stay with me on the chair. So you're going to bring your forearms down and you're going to let your head rest on your block. You can even keep the block here on high and bring your head down. Now those of you who are already into this pose with your forehead on your block at whatever the right height is for you, once you are there and your forearms are resting and your arms are framing your block and your head is relaxing on that block, draw more of the center of your gravity. I'm just coming up just to demo. You're going to bring more of your weight forward. So I'm going to show that to you. It's subtle, but it can feel very dramatic. You're going to bring more weight in toward your toes. So if I'm here, I'm going to feel a little bit more here, keeping my head on my block. So I'm still in that same wide leg stance. Technically, my legs don't move, but my weight shifts forward. And then you should feel more of your hamstring stretch all the way up towards your bum. You should really feel that while you are stationary, holding onto your chair. Move your shoulder blades down your back. Release any tension in your forehead. A furrowed brow tends to be my issue. So I try to release that. I think of erasing it into the block because, you know, it's like magic. Breathe in here. Now you'll know that you're not bringing all the weight forward to where you cannot feel your toes, that your toes should not feel like they're going numb. You should be able to wiggle them, but you're bringing more of that weight forward. So you can tell when you feel more of that stretch, like a line going up the backs of your legs. Now again, you don't have to have completely straight legs. You can have a bend. I want you to protect your back at all times. So always remember, friends, technically, a straight leg pose does not need to be straight legs. Don't hurt your back over it. It's not worth it. It's just yoga. So breathe into the stretch of Prasarita Padottanasana. I'm coming up. Breathing in. And now, friends, from here, lifting your forearms up. Take your hands to the sides of your chair. Walk your feet in. And now you're going to come into a cat-cow once again. Rounding up for cat. Exhale for cow. Ooh, feel that difference. Yeah. I'm going to do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. And now from here, you're going to press up. Lifting up. I want you to feel that length. Fingertips reach toward the ceiling, but shoulders down. Exhale. Beautiful work, everyone. All right. So I'm going to face you. We're going to do a nice side stretch. So widen the feet, wider than hips distance, but not super wide like what we just did with our Prasarita Padottanasana forward fold. What we're going to do is a nice side stretch. So take your left hand and press it, your entire left arm actually, into the side. So you're pressing into thigh, side waist, all of it. Now, with your toes, once again, facing me, facing forward. Inhale, sweep now, right arm up. Draw that shoulder down away from the air. And then if you'd like, begin to lean, but keep pressing that left arm into your side body and your thigh. Maybe you feel a little bit more opening. I'm just moving my arm. You can feel that side body stretch. Maybe you gaze up if the neck is agreeing with that, or you look down. Sometimes we get lightheaded with this stuff, so don't get into a battle. Just be where you are. Breathe into that. And then using the press of your hand and your arm, press into the side. As you inhale, come up, come up. See how that assists you? Beautiful. Take that palm out, bring the arm down gently. Yep, roll that shoulder up and back. So we're gonna do the same thing just on the other side. So using the leverage, the press of our arm to assist us. Here we go, inhale. Left arm comes up, shoulder comes down away from the air, and then leaning gently. Again, keep the contact of the hand and that arm on the side. Opening up, using that to help support you as you lean. Fingertips reach away. Maybe you're gazing up at your elbow for the ceiling. Shoulder down away from the ears. Extend away. Beautiful. Take another breath. Now remember, as we inhale, we press against using that right arm coming up. And then exhale, turn that palm out. Beautiful. Once again, rolling the shoulders forward and back. And now from here, friends, I'm going to come to our chair seat, coming down to the end of our practice. So, as you know, if you'd like to do seated floor stretches, you are welcome to do that, especially if you'd like to close with Shavasana of your final resting pose at the end of practice, or if you'd like to do a seated meditation and then Shavasana, that's perfect. It's the best of both, or what I call the best of both is having your legs on the chair and your back on that chair seat. So I'm sure you all are familiar with that. If you've seen my videos from here, we're going to do a simple arm stretch because of all of that work we did. I don't have to remind you. So with that, I want you to just gently take your right arm across your body. Now, if again you have some tightness here, we're stretching out this entire arm, upper arm, all the way across. If you need to rest that hand there on that shoulder, that's fine. Otherwise, if you can, extend that arm. You're going to take the left arm to cradle it and just draw it in towards you to feel even more of that stretch. Now again, be gentle. At the end of practice, you just want to feel good. We don't want to work any more intensity in. The stretch can be big in a sense, like you feel a big release if there's a lot of tightness, but it should not feel painful. It should not feel super intense. Take another breath in here. Now you're going to bend that elbow, and you're going to take it up to the top of your head, and you're going to let your fingertips reach toward the middle of your back. Now I know they're not going to reach there, but that's a direction I want you to think of. You're going to gently hold that elbow so it's pointing up to the ceiling, and then press the back of your head into that forearm. Yep. Gently bracing with that other hand. Lifting up. Now I want you to feel, again, the stretch across his chest as you do that. Take a breath in here. Beautiful. As you exhale, you're going to gently bend that elbow down. Use that other hand to assist. Bring it into the midline, the middle of your body, and unfurl that. Being gentle to that shoulder. Yeah. Other arm. Take it across. Once again, you have options. You can rest that hand and just gently use your right arm to assist you to pull that, or keep extending those fingers away. Draw that shoulder down. One more breath. And then bending that elbow. You're going to take that all the way up, overhead. Elbow points up to the ceiling. Hand drops so the fingertips are facing the middle of your back. And then using your head to assist in giving you that a little extra something, something in that stretch. You're going to feel that more deepening stretch through that upper arm as you press your head into the forearm. Take a nice big breath in here. And then gently you're going to exhale. Draw that elbow down. Again, gently unfurl. Think of like a palm frond unfurling. We're going to once again draw the shoulders up to the ears and then draw them down. Draw them up and then down. And then from here, you're going to hold on to the back of your chair. And you're going to, again, just like that standing cobra we practiced, imagine now you're doing it yourself. You're pulling your Elbows back behind you. Check your chin, shoulder to shoulder. Open up, expansion across the chest. I want you to feel your heart opening, friends. Maybe your throat too if you're gazing up. Now, if your neck is, again, not in compliance with that, do not get into a battle. Do not be the cause of your pain in your neck, okay? We've got enough of that going on, and we're trying to minimize that, especially with our yoga practice. Take a deep breath in here. As you inhale, you're going to gently center forward, release the hands, and now just for good measure, giving the neck a nice stretch, just to make sure there's no pain in the neck. So, it won't matter which side, I'm starting with my left, and I'm gently going to move my ear away from my shoulder. I want to think of it like that. I want you to feel not a tug, but a nudging of your ear away from the shoulder. And in fact, draw the shoulder down, and if you want to get even more, well, not extreme, but a little bit more intense, if you will, a little bit more stretch, you're going to take that arm away. Fingers reach down like at an angle, and maybe you look down toward the side of your chair or neutral. I want you to feel that beautiful stretch. In fact, if you want to massage along the side go for it. Give yourself some love, friends. Deep breath. And then gently coming back center. You're just going to switch sides. So here we go, gentle. Now, I know maybe one side of your neck is tighter than the other. So then maybe you're not just moving it. I don't want you to go to the same level, the same intensity, if that's the case. I want you to just breathe into it and be where you are. I don't want you to tug. I want you to just gently nudge. This is more of a support to just bring that ear away from the shoulder. Again, more important that you get the length here, that you're just looking neutral. And if you need to support with that hand on the leg, that's fine. Or if you want to go fully extend a little bit more with that hand away. And again, looking down, explore. It's safe to explore. Test the waters, if you will. Come back if it's not right. Take another breath in here. And then coming back upright. From here, friends, I want you to breathe in, just like a seated Urdhva Hastasana. Fingertips reach toward the ceiling. Draw your hands through Namaste, prayer position at the heart. Draw the shoulders down. Close your eyes. And then from here, I want you to feel your thumbs gently press into your sternum, your breastbone. I want you to once again feel your feet rooted into the floor, your hips pressing down into your chair, strong, secure, stable, and balanced. I want you to feel the crown of your head rise toward the ceiling. Move that jaw again side to side, just to release any residual tension. Take a deep breath in here. Bring your intention back to mind that you formed at the beginning of this practice. I want to wish you all blessings for a new year full of health, of prosperity, of abundance, of love, joy, and laughter, that we may all experience that, full of heart, friendship, family, connection. If I could give you all a hug right now, I would. So I want you to imagine that I am doing that. May your intention come to fruition. I want to thank you for watching, for allowing me to lead you today in this practice. It is always an honor and a privilege. Thank you for sharing and for supporting my videos. You are a blessing to me. The light in me recognizes and honors that same brilliant, beautiful light in each and every one of you. I humbly bow before you. Namaste.